Now. Alright. Karan Garman, visual aid speech. 5+ guests. Note cards.
Okay. According to the CDC, 18.1% of adults age 18 and over are currently cigarette smokers. Out of that, if you were to count the whole U.S. population, that would be 42.1 million people smoke every day. And out of that, 13,000 people start smoking every day. Out of that number, about 68.9% of adult smokers actually wish that they could quit smoking. They've looked at different ways. Many have tried the gum, many have tried the patches, and found that there's just not always, for certain people, the right amount of what they need. Some crave what we call the hand-to-mouth motion, not just the nicotine. Because yes, nicotine is very addictive, but some of them also crave that motion. Some people find that they can't give it up completely cold turkey. This is what we call vaping. Now, what exactly is vaping? Well, through the use of what they call a mod, or an electronic cigarette, also known as a vaporizer. There's many names for it. You insert what is called e-juice, and they come in different flavors ranging from menthol and tobacco to fruity flavors for those that want to help curb appetites when they're trying to quit smoking. Now, what vaping is through the means of the e-juice, inhaling water vapor with added nicotine and a few other chemicals that is much better for one than inhaling over the 400 plus chemicals that are known inside of cigarettes. When it comes to vaping, you have your mod. This is normally consistent of a battery, a clearomizer or an atomizer, which is the top, and your drip tip. They do vary. Some look exactly like cigarettes and are electronic, and you inhale on them just like you would a cigarette, as you would do with something like this. This is what they would consider more advanced. This is a step up from basic. Next, you would have your regulated box mods. With these allow you and give you the verbiage of turning up the amp, turning up that heat, so you get that really hard, hot throat hit like you would if you were smoking. And then last but not least, these are the unregulated mods. These mods are the ones that are for experts or intermediates, and they allow you to rebuild your atomizer or your clearomizer with coils. So you have to learn about Ohm's law in order to do this. It can get a bit tricky. Now we know what our mods are. What is e-juice? E-juice is a mixture of propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, flavoring, and nicotine. Nicotine ranges all the way from 0 milligrams for somebody that doesn't smoke or has been able to step all the way down to 6 milligrams, which is a very low nicotine base. The 6 milligrams is where most people find themselves at for about a year. Then there's a step up from that, which is 12 milligrams. The 12 milligrams is for a smoker that is right below somebody that would probably smoke about a pack or two a day. Then that's where you get into the high milligrams, which is 18 and above. They go normally all the way up to 32 milligrams, But 18 and above would be for your very heavy smokers that go through anywhere from a pack a day to 3 packs a day. Now within this juice, you can get different flavors. Like I was saying, there's pretty much some to tickle everybody's fancy. This one right here is a vanilla custard with a hint of tobacco. Now this one I have right here is supposed to taste like crunch berries. Many say that it does market to children. Why that may be the case, that is not their intention, I would hope. And also it is to help those that don't actually want to stay with that tobacco taste because it keeps encouraging them to pick up a cigarette and start smoking. Which personally, in my own personal experience, the tobacco flavors are ones that I really cannot have because it still continues that urge to want to pick up a cigarette and start smoking it. In conclusion, I found personally that by using these, I can breathe more freely. I have the ability to be in a public place and vapes in most places because they are okay with it. Some places like restaurants, post offices, and other places like that still do have a little bit of an issue with it, and that is completely fine because they see it as smoking still. But in a personal experience, I find that this is a much safer way for me to be able to work towards completely quitting because I don't have the willpower myself as of right now to do what most people consider cold turkey, and that's just set them down and put them away.